Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. My name is Daniel Magpali. I am a class of 2000 Asian American Studies major and a double minor in fitness instruction and exercise and health science. I currently live in the Pacific Northwest in a town called Black Diamond, which is about 45 minutes southeast of Seattle. And I live here with my husband, my dog Aso. Yes, that is Tagalog for dog. Our foster kiddo, who is about 20 months old, and he's been with us since he's been 2 weeks old. I grew up in a town called Laverne, which is about 30 minutes east of LA and 2 hours south of Santa Barbara. I currently work for the city of Seattle, and I do commute by car, rail, and then by bus to get into work. And I'm an organizational change manager. So if you know what that is, we should definitely connect. When I started at UCSB in 1995, I was entering bio major and I wanted to go to medical school. I did pretty well in organic chemistry and not much else during that time. My sophomore year, junior year, I got involved with Kapatirang Pilipino. I was their vice president. I became a resident assistant for 2 years, 1 year in Santa Cruz and 1 year in San Nicolas. I did orientation staff, summer orientation staff, and ran even for Associated Students president. And I did get the Daily Nexus endorsement, so woohoo there. Even though my campaign signs were burned and taken down. As I entered into my upper division bio classes in my third year, I didn't do very well at all. I kept leaning on the student activities that I was involved in. What happened was I wanted to take, or I needed to take for my BA, a social science course, and that's where Asian American Studies came into play. So I had two choices. I could either take Asian Am, I think it was 101 at that time, by the chair, Professor Su Cheng Chan, which I heard was an excellent course, or there was the other course by Professor Diane Fujino called Asian Am Movements. Well, after giving it some thought, I did decide to take the Asian American Studies movement course, and that's kind of what changed the trajectory of my major during that time. And what I learned from that course was how interconnected the disciplines are, what that meant to me, and what I was doing on campus. And so after that class, I did decide to change my major from biology to Asian American Studies. And that's actually at the same time where my mind started to mature, and I started to get more answers to questions that I didn't even know I had. Asian American Studies gave me a framework of lived experience that shapes thoughts and actions. It also continues to show me the resilience and tenacity of those that we learned about, that were pioneers and leaders, and yet didn't consider themselves those titles, just did want to do the right and just want to do what was right. I'm constantly reflecting on history repeating itself and using those for lessons learned to continue to evolve my thinking and behaviors. And what can I do? And a yes, we can approach. I've been with the city for over 4 years, working for the city of Seattle. And we actually have what's called the Office for Civil Rights. And within the Office of Civil Rights, we also have a Race and Social Justice division. And I was a co-lead for the change team, within our finance division, to help embed race and social justice within the fabric of the department and the division at that time. And I did that for about 1.5 years. And then I currently co-facilitate the Asian American Pacific Islander Race and Social Justice caucus group. And what that is really working on our internalized racial oppression, and to really talk through the things that are going through our experiences as city employees, with our friends and family, and also what's just going on around in today's world. So I can't believe it's been 30 years. Honestly, this will be my first reunion ever attending of any kind. And so it's a little bit exciting, but also a little scary. And I just wanted to level set that there's a lot going on right now in the world. And I think this may be a calling for us to come together as a community, as a UCSB and Asian American Studies cohort, or community, if you will. I think this is a time for us to maybe just come together and check in on one another. We may be at different parts in our lives, in our journey, and especially with what we thought we would become and be, may not be what we expected. And so I think it would be great for us to take some time to share with one another what that looks like. This is such a great beginning into not making this connection a one-time thing, but hopefully that we can make this more long-lasting. And this is where we can begin our alumni network. We may currently feel disconnected or feel that we want to connect in some way with one another. Alumni networks can help one another who've graduated, or help those students currently in the department. Some of us may want to contribute time, while others of us may want to contribute with money. And some may want to help build and shape the foundation and direction of this alumni network. So please feel free to reach out to me directly through LinkedIn, through email or text, and would love to chat with you more about this super exciting opportunity. Looking forward to meeting you in person or virtually, and let's take the time to give forward to our community that invested in us. Thank you.